Hi everyone, I'm Moody Boo, and I am back with a list. I post twice a week, perfume reviews, lists, house reviews, fun videos like my battle of the vanilla fragrances, where I take my favorite vanilla fragrances and I battle them out to see which one is my favorite, because I'm very indecisive. And I'm going to be battling several different things besides just vanilla, patchouli, tonka, all kinds of things. I also do single perfume reviews. I'm really passionate about doing those because there's a lot of really good perfumes out there that deserve their own video and not to be lost in a list. I post twice a week on the weekends, and as my channel grows, if at all possible, I will add more videos. These are my favorite. I'm too late for Pride Month, but my husband and I, we missed last year, of course, 2020, the year that will never ever be named again. We didn't get to go to Hawaii like we do every year, and it was a gut punch. We just that's the only way we really can decompress. I mean, we're ocean people, we're snorkel people. We don't party, so we like going to botanical gardens and to the volcano and zip lining, and we like going on shark dives and things like that. So Hawaii is just like our perfect place. And yeah, so we didn't go last year, of course. So we are going to go this fall. And since it's the rainbow state, it still makes sense to do this perfume list. So these are my favorite rainbow perfumes. And what I mean by that is that I have taken a colored bottle, one of my favorite perfumes from each color in the rainbow that I have in my collection, and one of my favorites, and I'm just putting them in a list. So I have purple, a purple bottle, a blue bottle, a green, yellow, orange, red, and pink. And this is going to be part one. Part two is going to be kind of my not colors in the rainbow, or not colors at all. So it's going to be clear, black, white, brown, gold, and silver. And so those I'll pick one of my favorites from each one of those, a colored bottle from each one of those, and put that together for part two. So, does any of that make sense? I don't know. I don't feel like I'm making sense today. So let's do it. Now, some of these I'll talk a little more about than others, but I'm just going to kind of touch upon them. I know my videos are just too long. They're too long. I feel like they're too long. And I'm getting less and less time to record them, so I'm just going to try to be a little more succinct. Yeah, let's see how that works. So the first one is my purple bottle, my favorite purple bottle, and this isn't really my favorite. This is my favorite right now. And even though it's hot as hell, I still, I'm in very air-conditioned house, so I love wearing this any time of year, even though it's really not meant for this time of year. And that's Carolina Herrera's Nightfall Patchouli, and this is from her Confidential line, and you can see the purple there. Can you? You kind of can. Oh, this is just So it's benzoin, patchouli, and cinnamon. And let me tell you, I'm not sure she really gave this the right moniker, because Nightfall Patchouli really isn't the star of the show, in my opinion, with this perfume. It's the benzoin and the cinnamon. I think Spicy Nightfall or Cinnamon, this is good damn stuff, would have been a better name than Nightfall Patchouli. The patchouli in this is like it's like only one wave on an ocean of spice. But it's not super spicy. Now, this starts with like this, the benzoin and the cinnamon make almost this stony kind of effect, like you're smelling an amber stone or something. But it is sprinkled with a little bit of sugar and cinnamon because it has a bit of sweetness to it. And the patchouli is almost like just a little sprig of decoration on this rock. It's really a back player. And I don't get it as much until it dries down. And then that's when I finally get the patchouli. That cinnamon and benzoin, what a gorgeous affair those two are having. And they are into each other, let me tell you. They have no idea all of us are around observing this union, because it's amazing, these two notes. And the patchouli is almost a voyeur. It's almost watching the whole thing. And finally it does dive in and become a third, a little menage a trois action going there, but it still becomes, it's kind of the submissive in this relationship. Too graphic. Anyway, gorge, performance crazed, price insane. I mean, it's pretty spendy perfume. You can get it at several places now, which is amazing to me because this is one of my unicorns. Because it was impossible for me to get Carolina Herrera fragrances in the United States for the longest time. And now you can. So yay! These bottles are crazy cool, super heavy, weapon right here. Man, anybody breaks in my house, I'm grabbing one of my Carolinas. And it's just an amazing unisex, really more for winter. But like I said, I wear it when I get home in my 68, 70 degree air conditioned house, and it does wonderfully. So, love. Purple. Next. The next one is one of my favorite blue bottle perfumes, and that is Armani Prive Blue Lazuli. This bottle, what? It's an eyegasm for sure. And the perfume is a nosegasm. And it just, I've talked about it before. I'll try to remember, to put a thing up here to my review of this, talking about how it takes me back to partying as a teenager in this old church, with people smoking all kinds of things. And the band is playing and everybody's dancing and sweating and this perfume is amazebalm. Now I do love the turquoise. And I got a decant. Okay. I know. Short video, right? But I did want to say, when I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong. And malachite, rouge malachite, because I like vert malachite. That was my baby. I love that perfume. And rouge malachite, I had gotten a sample of it and it just didn't wow me, 2 or 3 years ago, whenever I tried it. Because I wanted to try it again, because I didn't want to be a snarky knobhead and just like, remembering I didn't like it just to think, well, I still probably don't like it, because I know me better than that. I change. And so I tried it again and I really like it. It is discontinued. The vert malachite is not. The rouge malachite is. You can still get it, but I'm thinking you're not going to be able to get it once it's gone. So I'm tempted to buy it, but I don't know if I'd wear it. I mean, I really like it. It doesn't touch this one, in my opinion, but it's much better than I originally thought. I just wanted to throw that out there. So, Lazuli is honey, cardamom, mate, plums, tobacco, vanilla, some osmanthus, some citruses, little sandalwood, little floral in there. But this to me is all about the tobacco and the honey and the plum and the mate. The mate is really important because it really earthifies it. So it doesn't even come close to the tobacco vanille kind of smell. It's nowhere near that sweet. And it just, and the osmanthus, I think, is way more prominent than people give it votes for on Fragrantica. I just have to say that. It just is such a huge scent memory for me that, oh my God, it just, and the colognes the men were wearing back then, a lot of Polo, I gotta say, and a lot of Drakkar Noir. That was big when I was a teenager. And there was a couple others, but you know, just the mishmash of the men wearing those perfumes and the smoke in the air and the band and the old church with the resins. I mean, this was an old abandoned church, old resins in there, and just a hint of them, just a memory of them in the background. I mean, I love this stuff. Oh, I love it. And it performs crazy. It's an Armani. It's also crazy expensive. Super unisex, in my opinion. This one is more versatile, I think, and you can wear it year-round without any issue. Formal. I think Nightfall Patchouli is very formal as well. Blue. Next. The next one is one of my favorite green bottles that I have, and I don't have that many green bottles. Let me tell you, I was really surprised. I don't. And that is by House of Sillage, and this is Passion de l'Amour. Look at this pretty bottle. Shinies, sparklies on top. Yes, I was a mermaid in another life. At least that's what my mother tells me. Or a water dog. I don't remember which one she said. Oh, this is very fruity oud to me. Sweet fruity oud. But the oud gives it a hint of tart. And to me, the oud is fairly prominent in this. I definitely get the oud. And it's a really good quality oud. It's not a skanky oud. It's more one of those more sour ouds, but very earthy at the same time. So this is raspberry oud, vanilla, saffron, patchouli, amyris, liatris, bergamot, and lily of the valley. Now, amyris and liatris, no clue what they smell like. I could look them up on Fragrantica, but I didn't prior to doing this video. So, don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter because if I smelled something unusual, I would know, I would attribute it to one of the two, but I do not. This is just a very fruity oud. Very fruity, very berry oud. And the way the berries in the oud blend is just gorgeous. The other notes are there, the saffron, the patchouli, the vanilla, etc., etc., etc. And they are blended well too, but the nucleus of this perfume is definitely the raspberry and the oud. And it's just lovely, very unisex, extremely expensive. Boy, I picked some spendy perfumes for this video, sorry. It performs incredibly well. You could do this one year round. I do think so. Only at night. I think the first two also only nighttime. This would be a tricky formal one because if you wore it to work, you know, oud is hit and miss with formal occasions. It just depends. It can't be too strong, too skanky. Definitely can't be the fecal kind of oud. So it just depends. Love this stuff. Absolutely love it. In the bottle. Did we already talk about that? You want to see it again? Right? Green. Next. The next one is the yellow bottle, and the one I chose for that is Ramon Monegal from the Ibiza series, and this is #Flower Power. And this one came with the other one in the Ibiza series. I can't remember what it's called. I didn't like that one. And that's the reason I ordered them both, because I was like, probably not. With flower in the title, probably not for me. But the other one interests me. And crazy thing is, nope, didn't do it for me. I tried it multiple times over the course of like 2 years, and I never could like that one. I even got it, ordered a second sample so I could try it again. I'm like, I have to like this one. This is the one I thought I'd like. This one I should like. And I never did. But this one I went crack-a-doodle over. Oh my God. Love. This was my scent of the day yesterday, actually. I work to work, but I work in an office by myself. So, and I enjoyed it. The sillage was lovely in this. The notes in this are wild berries, absinthe, pink pepper, chocolate flower, gardenia, peony, praline, patchouli, and sandalwood, which is odd to me because there's not that many flower notes in the perfume Flower Power. Now, a chocolate flower, I have no idea what that's supposed to smell like. I don't get any chocolate, so I don't know if that's a misnomer or an oxymoronic name for the flower or something. It almost smells like yellow flowers. Like you have a bouquet of daffodils and daisies and I don't know any other yellow flowers. It smells like the color. It really does. It's bright. It's refreshing. It's a bit floral. It's not really boozy. The absinthe just adds this hint of almost earthy darkness to it in the deep dry down. But it takes a while to get there. And the patchouli, that's kind of when the patchouli comes in too. And sandalwood. The praline, I don't get that. I don't even understand that at all. I don't get praline. Oh my God, it's such a good, unique, lovely perfume. I do think it's a tick or two on the feminine side, just a tick or two. Performance is really good on this, not outstanding, but really good. The sillage on it though is crazy. I walk into this sillage a lot. The price I believe is mid-range. This one I think I got under $200. It was really hard for me to find for a long time. And it's another one of those that now it's everywhere. I see it, not everywhere, but where Ramon Monegal is sold, I've seen it sold in a few stores where I couldn't find it before. This was another unicorn. So time of year, I would say more spring, summer for sure. This would be a good mood lifter though for gloomy, colder weather as well. Love. Yellow. Next. The next one I did a review on when I had just the samples, but I did get my full bottle, and that's Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. What? So this smells like, this kind of reminds me of a fuzzy navel. What is that? I used to be a bartender. What is it? Peach. It's just, isn't it just peach and orange juice? I think I used to put a little grenadine in the top, or was that for a tequila sunrise? I might be mixing my cocktails now. I don't know. I don't drink anymore, and I haven't been a bartender in decades. So, but it does smell like a fuzzy navel. Peach schnapps and orange juice for sure. And, which I adore. But I tell you guys, I don't like the note of peach unless it's candied or sweet or super ripe and da 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 da. So it's peach and blood orange, and it's cardamom, heliotrope, rum, cognac, divana, jasmine, sandalwood, tonka, musk, benzoin, styrax, labdanum, vetiver. Did I say vanilla and patchouli? I don't remember. Anyway, wow. Looking at those notes, it just kind of hit me. Was he trying to make it smell like a fuzzy navel? It kind of sounds like it. It's boozy and it's got the peach and the orange. Because it really does to me. Man. Makes me want one right now. I wish you could have a non-alcohol one because alcohol makes me fat. I don't like alcohol. And I just can't even drink it anymore. I drink a beer and I have a 2-day hangover afterwards. So alcohol's out for me. I don't even do Nyquil. No medicine with alcohol in it either, because I get hungover from that as well. Anyway, this was a shocker. This was one of those that blew my skirt up and popped my head off at the same time, because I did not expect to like it, but I wanted to try it. I'm kind of into blood orange note right now. It's very interesting. It can add, depending on the proportions, really an interesting dynamic to a perfume. So, and of course I adore orange, and it's just another aspect of orange. But, so I was really curious about this, and it's an orange bottle. Weird for Tom Ford, but I like it. I do. And the performance is really good for me. The price, it's a Tom Ford, so it's spendy. It is a tick or two, I think, on the feminine side, because it does smell like a fuzzy navel. And not too many guys out in public drink fuzzy navels. So I kind of just equate that with more feminine personalities, personally. Not that I should, but I do. Yeah, time of year. I think you could wear this year round, because it's fresh enough to be able to wear it during spring and summer nights. But it's sweet enough and has enough dimension in it and enough bass notes and dynamics to it that you could wear it in the winter too. And it performs well enough. So, love. Orange, next. The red bottle, I had tough when deciding, because I have a few red bottles and I have several that I adore. But I had to go with this one. I kept gravitating back towards it, so I just grabbed it. And that is Viktor Rolf Spice Bomb Infrared. Love this stuff. Ah! So it's red fruits, pink pepper, saffron, cinnamon, red pepper, tobacco, and benzoin. It's got one of these things that I hate though. Oh my God, this is all about the cinnamon, the berries, and the tobacco. Oh, I've done a review on it recently, so I'm not going to go into a lot of details. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh, this one, I mean, I like the original Spice Bomb. I haven't tried any of the other flankers, I don't think. Maybe I have, but they didn't impress me if I did. I really like the original Spice Bomb. I wore that for a short time, got super tired of it. It's exceptionally sweet to me. Gave it to my youngest son. He went through it in a few months, got a lot of compliments. He adored it. A men's chemistry can change a fragrance, and so can a woman's. It just didn't smell, it smelled too sweet on me. It smelled less sweet on him. So, but when I saw the notes for this, I said, I got to do it. And I am so thrilled. This is just a new favorite. I just adore this. The cinnamon, the berries, and the tobacco are all you need to know. It's sweet, it's spicy, but it's smooth. It's a really smooth cinnamon. I don't know, and a really smooth tobacco. It's just, it's smooth. Oh man, oh my God, I love this stuff. It performs really well for me. I think it's unisex, but I think a lot of people will think it's a tick or two on the masculine side. A, because of the name, everybody knows it's a dude's perfume. So, but I think the scent itself is very unisex for me personally. And I think it's supposed to be more for cooler temps, but with the addition of those berries, I think you could wear this on spring nights and definitely fall. All day on fall. Not day, but night fall. Not nightfall, but at night during the fall. Good communication skills there, boo! And price on this is really good. This was under $100 for a 50 ml bottle. Really good prices on it. So not everything on this list is as expensive as a Ferrari. This is more like as expensive as one good sneaker. Ah, Red, next. And the last one was a super slow burn for me, but oh my God, the scent memory behind it. And that is Map of the Heart, Pink Heart. This was my least favorite of the ones that I have. I have pink, white, clear, gold, red, and purple. I just need the black to complete the collection. But I haven't popped yet. I don't know why. I need to do it, but I haven't. So anyway, this one to me smells like my dolls when I was a little girl. I get this plastic note in there, but it's not unpleasant. It's this sweet, floral, almost gourmand kind of plastic. I know that sounds really bizarre, but that's what I get. That's why it reminds me of my dolls when I was a little girl. So this is Shiso, Neroli, Basil, Narcissus, Broom, Jasmine, Iris, Tobacco, Sumac, Labdanum, and Sandalwood. And the crazy thing is, I swear I get a little bit of rose in there. I get a hint of like a sweet, creamy, almost artificial smelling rose in it, but not crazy artificial like, you know, my grandmother's perfume when she would wear a Soliflor that she bought at the drugstore that cost, you know, $3 for an ounce. Not like that. So most people say that the Narcissus, the Tobacco, the Broom, the Sumac, and the Shiso are the most prominent notes. I have issue with that. And what I have issue with is I only know what tobacco smells like. I don't know what those other notes smell like. And the tobacco, it's prominent, but it's weird because it's like you have like a doll like Strawberry Shortcake or something, you know, one of those a brand new plastic doll with some kind of fruity floral scent on them like Strawberry Shortcake used to have. And it's sitting on a tobacco leaf, a wet tobacco leaf. That's about the extent of the tobacco that I get. It's there, but it's just it's just the rug that the doll walks on is all. So you don't get a lot of it. It just mingles with her essence. I know I don't make it sound very, very appealing, but the scent memory on this is crazy. This isn't one that I really wear out. I wear this just for me. Once I get home from work kind of thing. Because it's not, it just doesn't, for me, lend itself to going out in public in my neck of the woods. It would be a blast to wear in a big city, LA, New York, Miami, something like that, to a club or something like that, because it's so unique compared to other perfumes that you would smell in a club in a big city. So unique. Very feminine to me, like way over, because it does smell like a little girl's dolls, or I should say a little feminine personalities dolls. Price on this is mid-range, but high mid-range, it's like $185, and you have to buy the stand separately for $10. Upsets me. Performance is really good on this. Not outstanding, but good. And this is fun. This is not a formal perfume. This is fun. Well, that is it for my Rainbow of Fragrances review. And I will be back with part 2, like I said, with brown, black, white, clear, silver, and gold. A favorite bottle from each of those colors. And yeah, so we'll see you soon. I appreciate you being here. And don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell and comment if you want. If you don't, it's all good. I still love you. And use your own nose. Peace.